Lastly, in the kind of the four iron range we've got is the MB, which is, you know, it's a muscle back. The one thing we will not say here about that is it's not here for forgiveness. This is your out and out players club in terms of a guy who really likes workability, likes to have feel like he's got meat behind the ball, and he can really deliver and hit the type of shots he wants to hit.
Would you say it's more forgiving than the previous model?
No, I don't think I would. It's changed slightly, and what you'll find with that is we've actually gone back to a bit more of a higher muscle back. Okay, because if we got a lot of the feedback we got from the tour was the guys preferred to know that when they hit it, it was more of a solid feel, solid forging. So we've changed that, and we had a lot of our tour pros that used to always talk about the old 680 range we had, 690 MB as well, where there was a bit higher muscle. The CG was slightly higher, so they felt like there was a bit more behind the ball strike, so they just got a bit more of a solid feel. So we took that into account when we looked at producing the new 716 MB, and that you know, that's what we've delivered in terms of giving them that higher muscle back. So as you can see, we've moved it slightly higher. We've used the same carbon steel in terms of the material. We've used high muscle design, just gives that solid muscle back feel. But again, as we said with the CB, we've also pre-worn that leading edge just to give it a bit more of a consistent strike through the turf, not resulting in any flyers really. Because we've moved the weight a little bit higher and there's more weight down below, we've actually been able to shave a little bit of the top line off. So if you can see here, it's slightly thinner, so you get more of that real traditional blade look, and also made it a slightly sharper toe just to give that golfer the look that they're really wanting.
What's really noticeable is how much narrower the sole is
compared to previous generations.
But even than the CB.
Yep. Yeah.
Big difference, and I'd say previous generations.
No, there's not really any change there. If anything, like I said, it's just the pre-worn leading edge, which will potentially give that appearance. But in terms of the overall size of it, it's the same. So.
That's great.
Yeah. Butter your bread. You know, just again to go back, so this golfer is the one who wants maximum shot control with traditional forged feel, so we didn't want to move too far away from that. The higher muscle back design has just given him a bit more of that solid forged feel, and then again, you know, we looked at some of the previous generations, our 680 line mainly, to give us that inspired look and feel.
Good shot. How does that feel?
Right.
Yeah. How does it look?
Great.
Till I show you the 3 iron. Feel solid as you hit it. That slightly narrower sole we talked about earlier on, does that?
I actually hate myself because I'm hitting these good. Yeah, I know on the course they're not going to offer me the help. You get into a groove on the range, it just doesn't.
Sure.
I don't think it translates.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
That wasn't perfect, but still not bad.
But another reason why I think whenever you're doing a fitting in general, you should also try and hit a few on the turf to make sure you'll always get that feel and make sure you can deliver it.
What we kind of maybe obviously expect to kind of CB in the muzzle back is now we're kind of at the lowest efficiency in terms of ball speed being translated. Launch angle very similar to kind of the CB, a little bit higher than the rare. Spin rates pretty similar to the CB as well. So both of those kind of those two clubs kind of doing a similar kind of job for you, and you kind of maybe expect that because they're kind of a similar kind of profile. I know the new CB is obviously a lot more forgiving than the last year's version, but it's still kind of aimed at that kind of play on that kind of delivery as well. Feel-wise, looks, what are you kind of thinking in terms of at the minute? Well, I know you've hit them all. Obviously, AP1 is the largest. I
want to go back and hit them with different shafts because that feels and looks the best. Yeah. But I know on the course it's not going to work. This is the 716 MB. It's the prettiest club in the range. It's the one we all wish we could use. If you're Adam Scott and Jimmy Walker, you're good enough to use it. If you're Joe Average or Dan Owen, you're probably not. Even though on the range I was absolutely belting it, I know in my heart of hearts I couldn't use this on the course. But there are players that want to use a blade. They want that. They want to feel like they're traditionalists. They want to feel like they're making it as hard as possible for themselves, which is a stupid way to look at it, really, when you look at the world #1 Jordan Spieth using cavity backs. But if I was good enough, that's what I'd like to do.
Yeah, I was looking you up online actually. You used to be a bit of a bad boy, didn't you?
Yeah, we did have a bit of fun at times, yes we did.
What did you used to get up to? Come on, you can tell me, I'm only a puppet.
Well, you gotta promise me you keep your mouth shut.
I'll keep your mouth shut.
Alright.